Hey folks, welcome to Thursday's Market SITREP here at Top Gun Options TGO. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and hopefully everybody still has 10 fingers and 10 toes after 4th of July yesterday. Had a great time down here in God's waiting room, Boca, down at the hotel. So good time. It's weird to have it in the middle of the week, but we got to get back on our horse. Market's open. We have an Analyze Your Trade session here at 1 o'clock. Actually, it's been a great week for us. We put on when the market rolled over on Monday, we put on a bear call spread as a weekly bear call spread as volatility exploded. The 39.5-40 bear call spread, and we closed that Tuesday, the next day, for a nice what was about 1,700 or 79% profit. We took in about $1,700 of the potential $2,100 profit. So one day, one trade this week in a holiday short week. So really happy with that trade. Strategically, this if you don't follow this could seem like a crazy headline. U.S. vows to keep Gulf waterway open after Iran threatens blockade. So we know that the president has pulled out of the horrific nuclear deal. Found out last week secretly, or finally found out, that the Obama administration, during negotiations with Iran, gave citizenship to like 2,500 Iranian elite. So why would they need to do that if, well, whatever. That dude was a Manchurian candidate. But now they're starting to really saber rattle. This would be considered an act of war. The United States Navy, or the United States has said that, and any attempt to blockade the Strait of Hormuz, which they claim that they own, would send oil prices to $300, $400, $500 a barrel, and the VIX would be up at 50 in the blink of an eye. So that would be bad. So we're getting closer. I think tomorrow, actually, U.S. tariffs on China go into effect tomorrow. So we've been dancing around with all these market pullbacks. Oh, trade war fears, never mind. Trade war fears, never mind. Trade war fears, never mind. Well, they actually go into effect tomorrow. So we'll see what the market reaction is. But right now, the Dow's up, $1.20. The S&P's up about 15 or so. So it looks like, as I predicted, we're going to chop. We held this 50, went through it, held it, and now we're just going to chop around this 50-day moving average to the upside as we get ready for Q2 earnings season. We're going to talk about the VXX today and potentially getting long China. It looks like, well, it's not the prettiest of charts, but let's bring up VXX. It's the iShares China Large Cap ETF. I mean, this. I said, hey, let's knock out some bearish double verticals right around there, and this thing has been a great bearish trade. Looks like we're just barely hold on to this 41.5-ish level, and might even go lower. So we might get bearish on VXX until this thing's resolved. I don't think the VXX truly recovers, but we can also take a look at getting into a Jan 20, so we can hop in our Super Hornet and go the speed of light, go out to Jan 20 here and get bullish. I think obviously by Jan 20, the adults in the room will have figured something out, and this trade war is over with, and maybe we're Rodney King, and can't we all just get along? So we'll talk about that at 1 o'clock as well. So a lot of businesses are bracing for the fallout. We'll see how ugly this gets. And it's just a funny headline, folks. U.S. stocks tick higher as investors shrug off looming tariffs. What was the headline on Monday? Market implodes on looming tariffs. So, I think sometimes financial media is in search for a headline when they just can't explain what's going on. Today's low volume, low volatility, folks. I mean, day after 4th of July, there's traders that are still asleep, waking up in the Hamptons, not in their own home. So really kind of just some flat trading here. David Einhorn, Greenlight Capital, more and more redemption requests. This is the guy when the S&P did 22.7% return in a year. He did like 1.7%. So it just goes to show you, folks, that we can crush these so-called smart money and all these hedge fund professionals. Just embarrassing performance here. A lot of good stuff going on. We have an Amazon trade we're going to look at that we're currently working with in our Analyze Your Trade portfolio, the 1640, 1635 out the next Friday. That one's looking pretty good. I think it's up $500-600. Again, the hits just keep coming for Tesla. Tesla's back below 300 as Elon Musk starts going after analysts. Same thing with Facebook, folks. Last week, Facebook imploded a little bit. That the Cambridge Analytical Data Probe is widening. When you get the alphabet soup of government agencies jumping in, SEC, FBI, DOJ, it ain't ain't good. But of course, the week after all that news comes out, we can take a look at the favorite stock we love to hate, and it is up today, right? Yeah, it's up over 1%. So again, this is one I just watch with popcorn and laugh. It can remain irrational longer than we can stay solvent. So I just I ignore Facebook and watch it, and Apple, because we talked about targeting our firepower from those two stocks all into Amazon, and that really has paid off. We'll take a look at oil, excuse me, oil as well, and also our XLE. We have good looking XLE iron condor going right down the fairway here. So really good looking trades lately in XLE, especially when we were around that OPEC meeting. Going into that Friday OPEC meeting, I think we had an iron condor that expired for a max profit of $5,100 on about 3,100 in risk. So really good stuff going on here at Top Gun Options. If you want to take a 2-week test flight into what we do on a daily basis, just head to topgunoptions.com, and you can scroll down and kind of use the ski symbols here: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. If you want to get access to the weekly options portfolio that's every Monday at 1 o'clock, the one-day trade we did this week for $1,700 or 79% profit there in one day, you can click on advanced here. And I think it's for a bad price of a bad bottle of Pinot Grigio there, $38. You can take a 2-week test flight. Okay, so I'll see many of you at 1 o'clock, and then don't forget we have full throttle training tonight at 7, and it's going to be on bearish vertical spread. So I will see many of you at 1 o'clock, or take a 2-week test flight. So have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting, and make sure you hedge.